I kept seeing everybody posting about these lantern things, so I had to get one. Apparently Walmart has like dragon claw ones too that are just sold out everywhere. But this was from At Home. I didn't see this when I went into the At Home store. So I didn't realize how big it is, but like it sticks out so far from the wall. So my initial idea was to get this for the upstairs hallway, but this is gonna stick out like halfway into the hallway, so I kind of don't want to put it there. I'm just, see how far it sticks out from the wall? It's really cool. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. I guess you could like have it this way too, and have it like sitting on, I guess not, because it doesn't dangle as good that way. It kind of just sits on this. But like, I don't know. I gotta find a spot in the house now to put it. It's really cool. It's a skeleton hand and then there's a little skull on the top. It looks like it's metal, but it's just plastic. Super cheaply made, like everything. But I gotta find a spot to put it now. It does have a thing to hang it in the back, which is good. So I just have to figure out where I'm going to hang it. But I figured I would show you guys because it's pretty cool. And they still have them in stock on the website. So if you didn't see this in your store, although I did go when they had just put the stuff out, so they're probably there now. But yeah, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna hang this now. Aiden and I just painted some of these little plaster figurines that I like to get for all the, I usually get them for all the holidays here. I did the cauldron and this little witch, and then he did all the other ones. So he's got a yellow and purple Spidey, a witch that has orange and purple, an orange and purple outfit, a beige cat with green tail, and then a black cat with an orange face. I think we're gonna give these three, this kitty cat, this witch, and the spider, to my grandma, and then we're gonna keep these ones. I definitely want his little black and orange cat. That one came out so cute. And then I was gonna use the witch and the cauldron for a little haunted house setup that I wanted to do, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. But anyway, they'll go on that little shelf probably with all our other decor. I hung it in the hall between our bedrooms for now, because I don't know where else it will look good. And I didn't want to hit my head on it, so it kind of has to be up high enough somewhere. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty bright for considering it's just a little fake tea light candle inside, but it looks cool. So you know, if you have a Jeep, this thing, the ghost light up thingy, which is so cute, is not going to work on your visor because the visor is too thick, and when you go to put the visor on, I mean the visor clip on, it pops the thing open and I can't keep it closed. So I had to put it on the little handle thing, but it's so cute. I have the Vampire Blood scent in here, which is a new scent for the car fragrance this year, and he lights up. But I don't want to waste the battery because I don't think you can replace it, which sucks. For the price they charge for these things, you should probably be able to replace the batteries. Just having a blast. Your collar is so cute. Look. I can tell you like it because you haven't tried to rip it yet.
Yeah, you know why too, because it makes a noise. She's probably trying to figure out now why.
My hair looks very weird to me when it's straight now because I haven't had it straight since like February, I think. Maybe March. Right when it started getting warm, I wasn't bothering straightening my hair anymore. But today's Sunday, we just went to visit my grandma. I brought Izzy a new collar that I had gotten her for Halloween and like a giant stuffed dog toy that's supposed to be a Halloween gummy worm, and she was loving it. So I'm gonna stick in a clip of that. But yeah, that's what we did today. It was so nice and cool yesterday that I had long sleeves and long pants on all day, like leggings and a long sleeve shirt. And I was so happy, and now today it's back to being like 80 degrees. So I'm sweaty, and I'm mad that I straightened my hair last night because it's not gonna stay straight for very long if I gotta wash it again. Oh, I cut it too. That was what I wanted to talk about. I cut off like at least that much. I know it probably looks about the same length because my hair has been curly so often lately, but yeah, I cut a bunch of it off. My head feels lighter. It's easier to straighten, obviously, when it's a little bit less bulky, but it just, I might from here on out be straightening it all the time because it feels so much softer. All my straightening products and stuff just, I use like the Chi, I can never remember the name of it, but it's like a balm type thing that I put in my hair every time I straighten it, and it always helps keep the frizzies away and keep it nice and flat and everything. I'm sure there's some spots that I missed because I always do, like it's getting a little wah wonky over here because I had my hair in a ponytail, but yeah, I'm excited I can start straightening my hair again. And this shirt I found in my closet the other day, totally forgot that I bought it at the end of last Halloween season because it was on clearance at Kohl's, and it's just the cutest thing. It's got a little moth, a moon, a jack-o'-lantern, a candle, and a broomstick, and like little stars. It's so cute, and it's just like it fits so good. Like I wish I had bought more of these because the way it's cut and everything. Hold on. I hopefully can kind of show you that it's like, it's one of those shirts that like it scoops down in the front and then it scoops down in the back too, but it goes like up on the hip, so like the cut of it is really nice because it's so hard, especially lately, to find stuff that's like still cool and cutesy in the juniors section that isn't cropped. Everything is friggin' cropped. I hate crop tops. I hate cropped shirts. I always have. It's not just because I'm insecure about my gut now. I have always hated crop stuff. Even when I was like 120 pounds and friggin' hated, I just hated cropped stuff. I have always hated crop stuff. I was born in the 80s. You would think I would love crop tops and crap like that, but I just have always really friggin' disliked crop tops. So especially now that I'm older and I don't love that I have a belly going on, I really don't want cropped shirts all the time. And even like sometimes I'll find a really cute hoodie and it's friggin' cropped. Like I don't want, when I want a hoodie, I want to be warm and snuggly. I don't want to worry about my midsection being freezing. So it's just it's annoying. It's hard. My point of this is that it's really hard to find shirts that aren't cropped right now, and I think Target is really bad for that. I don't typically buy clothing from Target anyways. They have really cute, like their Cat and Jack clothing line. I get stuff for Aiden from there all the time. But the women's section, no way. Their sizes are so all over the place. I bought a few years ago, you guys probably remember that the little orange sweatshirt with like, hey bud, what happened to your batteries?
Yes.
I know, we need to get a different TV controller. He lost the cover for the batteries, so I put tape on it and I'm constantly having to pop them back in. I need to just get a universal remote for his TV. Here you go, it should be okay now. What was I talking about? I used to constantly wear a sweater that was like bright orange with jack-o'-lantern faces all over it. I love that sweater, love how soft it is. I had gotten that from Target a few years ago. I think it was like the year before we even moved, but I got that in like an extra large and it still just about fits. And that was from Target. So their sizes are like, they're almost like Asian sizes, but then there's been times where I've gotten stuff and it fits fine, and then there's been times I've gotten stuff and it's too big. So I never know with them, and I do not order stuff for myself online anymore. If I'm gonna get something for myself from Target, it has to be in person so I can look at it, because that jack-o'-lantern sweater, I bought that in the store. I was looking at the large because I usually get a large and everything for tops. And I'm like, this is really friggin' tiny. The large looked like an extra small when I was holding it up. So I'm like, okay, what's the biggest size they have? And they had one left in the XX large. And that was the one that I'm like, I guess this is gonna fit because it looks like it's a large. And it like just barely. And luckily it didn't shrink because then I would have been pissed off and had to return it. But it was a really soft sweater. I still wear it a lot in the fall and winter. It's just a bummer that the sizes are so wonky there. But anyway, it is still only Sunday, so I don't want to sit here and blab too long in case I talk a bunch more during the week. Why did... This just started recording and I thought I was already recording. This phone does that to me a lot. I thought Aiden was having his reading testing today. More testing. This school does so much testing. His old school did not do this constantly like this. They did this test twice last year. This is the one that he had a really hard time with because it's the reading comprehension thing, and that's the thing he has the hardest time with. Last year when they did it the first time, it wasn't until like halfway through the year, so I'm not sure why they're already doing it now. I think it has something to do with the fact that they have the What I Need Help With class this year for language arts and everything. So I think they're trying to place him, but I noticed that it's going to be his main teacher that's doing the test and not just throwing him with someone else like they did last time. And I just completely lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna tell her, like, I'm gonna be like, I have to butt in and just tell you that, like, last year this was really hard for him, so if he's not answering the questions, that's why. But I'm not as worried about it this year as last year, because last year they had that lady that I wasn't fond of give him the test that second time. The first time he did it last year, he did okay, and then it was just the fact that she took the book off the screen, and that's like his main thing. He needs to go back and be able to see what he just read. It just pissed me off. And I should have just like interjected and said something, but then a couple days later they made him retake it with someone else, so obviously she wasn't doing something right. But I'm trying to start 90 Day Fiancé because I never watch it on Sunday nights when it comes on. I always watch it while I'm working, like the next day. But it's always like 2 hours long, and I feel like it takes me all day long to watch it because I have to keep pausing it and doing stuff, or pausing it and going back to do school stuff with Aiden. I have hiccups now. Let me see how long it is. It's probably, yeah, 2 hours and 1 minute. But it always feels like it takes me all day long to watch it, because like now I'm starting it because he's on his lunch break, and then I'm gonna have to pause it in like 40-ish minutes to go back and finish classes and stuff with him. I feel like I haven't filmed anything this week yet. My birds came, my Target birdies. I was able to, like the day after the girl that got the 5 of them for me shipped them, they all popped up on the website finally. So I was able to get the bat one that I was missing. I ended up getting one of those faux neon signs that Target has this year that I could not resist. The one that is a cauldron with a skull and the bones, and like the bone flashes from one bone to another. I will put in a little clip of that. And they also had another one of the LED signs this year that I have. The 4 of them from last year are already in the stairway. They have a cat one this year. So I had to get that to round out the collection, and I hope that I don't see anything else at Target that I'm obsessed with this year, because I'm like telling myself no more Halloween decorations. I think last year the only thing I got were those 4 lights, so I kind of went crazy this year buying Halloween decorations, and it's just I need to get another like Rubbermaid tote now, because I'm not going to be able to fit all this new stuff in my Halloween decor. Oh, and that was another thing I got. Aiden, I have mentioned before how, like, when he's sitting and doing school and stuff, that sensory toys really help him stay focused on what he's doing. So, like, he always has to have something in his hand, and they wear out after a while. They break. They're just like either rubbery things or like squish balls, stress balls, stuff like that. But he has a couple favorites right now that make noise, and I don't like him sitting there like squeaking stuff and making noise while he's trying to concentrate. So I let him go on the Five Below website and pick out some stuff, and then I saw that they had some Halloween stuff, so I got two of the little fake neon looking signs, like the ones that Target had years ago. That I have the bat and the little candy, the one that looks like a piece of candy. So these were pretty much on the same idea. I got a ghost and a pumpkin. So those are all downstairs on the little, what do you call it, that cube cubby storage thing that's in the living room. I haven't decided if I'm gonna like redo that yet, the way that I decorated it. I just felt that I straightened my hair again last night, and I always miss spots in the back of my head. I can feel it bumpy right there, and it's driving me nuts. But I haven't decided if I'm gonna redo how I set that up down there yet, but if I do, and I haven't hung up my twinkly lights yet or the outside stuff, once I do all that, I will do like a walkthrough and show how I ended up setting it up. But pretty much everything is out. I just have to have Steven figure out what's wrong with that the outdoor outlet. Like, I loved that we have the outdoor outlets at this house, because there's one in the back for the backyard and there's one in the front. And there's something wrong with both of them right now, because you try to plug something in and it's not working. And he said it wasn't anything in the circuit breaker, because he already tried that. So I don't know why the front one and the back one outside both don't work. We didn't have that at the old house. We had one that was like on the side of the house. So we always had to run a big long extension cord to the front when I wanted to hook up anything outside for the holidays. We don't have to do that here, because I put them like on the front porch, the inflatables. Well, last year I put the Jack Skellington one like in the front yard, right in front of the railing that's on the porch. And then I put Aiden's big inflatable ox one on the porch. And I was going to get another inflatable this year to go outside, but I didn't want to spend money on one if I'm not going to be able to put any out there, because we don't know what's wrong with the plug. So Aiden just got done with that reading test, and this one wasn't as like last time when they had him do it with that teacher that I didn't like, which I know I keep saying that all the time, but she was just, I didn't like the way she went about it and stuff, and like I don't think she was trained in how to give that test anyways. But this was his main teacher giving it to him today, and like he did read the word lists and stuff, had to read a story about the first car that was invented or something like that. It doesn't help that the stories that they give on the test are always really boring. But then it got to the point where he had to answer questions about it and like summarize the story, stuff like this. And I jumped in and told her, I was like, I have to butt in, but like this is always what he struggles with. So she was like, no, that's totally okay. And then she asked him all the questions she was supposed to ask. And afterwards, she was like, I think next week I'm going to have him test with one of the, I think she's like the special needs reading teacher or something. I'm not exactly sure. She's popped in and out of his classes before, his ELA classes. But like, at least I feel so much better with that, because at least it's someone that knows like, hey, this is his issue. We're going to focus on that. Because I feel like I was just being ignored last year, when as much as I liked his special needs teacher last year, I feel like she was more focused on, well, he's an awesome reader, he can read everything, and like, you know, it's just like they focused more on the fact that he can read whatever you give him, and not so much that he's not understanding what he's reading. And I want him to be able to like grasp what he's reading and like get better at that. So I'm hoping maybe when he does this again next week with the different teacher, that maybe they have some other program or something that he can be in with other kids that have the same issue as him. Because, like, it seems to be that any kid his age that has the reading issue, it's always that they can't read well, or, like, they don't know how to pronounce the certain words and stuff, or they're at, like, a reading level that's, like, still a kindergarten reading level. So it's hard to, I guess it's been hard for them to match him up with, like, a group that has that same issue, because it seems like it's just, like, when they have a reading issue, it's that they can't read, and he can read really well. It's just, I believe it's called hyperlexia, because, like, all the stuff I've researched on autism and stuff, a lot of autistic kids have that, where they can read crazy words, but they don't understand them and don't know what they mean. So, I don't know, I just feel better about it now. I'm sure, they're gonna have him do this with her next week, and then probably recommend something. I don't know. I know that the main reason they were doing this test this week was to do small group placements for like what they need help in and stuff like that. So this is definitely going to figure that out. So right now I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna make my sale go live today. Today's only Thursday, but I figured I would start it a day early, get it kicked off. I have to make a graphic to post on Instagram. I have to set up all the prices on the site. I have to make the top banner for the site. So I'm gonna go do all that now, and get something to eat for lunch, because it is lunchtime. But now he's done for the rest of the day because he doesn't have any more live classes. So yeah, it's an easy Thursday. I'm happy about that. She thanked me for, like, helping him out all the time and stuff. I'm like, no problem, because I know what you deal with some of these other kids. Like the kid that's always falling asleep on, I don't know, I can't, like, I don't know how the parents, like, give such little crap to not realize that your kid's sitting there in bed at school all day, and then, like, they have art class, and the art teacher was telling him, like, you have to get a paper and stuff, this is art class. And he's like, we don't have paper, we don't have money for paper. And she's like, the school sent you supplies, where's your supplies? And he said he didn't get them yet, but I mean, all the kids have already gotten them. So many people have asked me too, because I'm so Halloween obsessed, why I don't have the 12-foot skeleton. I pondered it so much this year, especially because they're everywhere. They're readily available at the Home Depot near us. But my biggest reason why I haven't bought one of those yet is because it is so windy at this house. We live, like, you walk down there and the water is right there, so we get tons of wind. Like, around from this time till a little bit after Christmas, it's like hurricane winds whenever we have, like, we don't even need to have a thunderstorm or a rainstorm or anything, just windy as hell at night. I think I mentioned last year, if this was our old house, we would have been losing power left and right, but thankfully our power is pretty strong here. But, yeah, like, I feel like even if we tethered it down as strong as we possibly could, I'd still have some sort of issue with it, and for a $300 decoration, I'm not gonna risk that. So maybe someday in the future, once we move and we don't live right near water where it's super windy and stuff, I'll get one of those giant things. They have the 12-foot witch this year, which is super cool. It's just, I can't get anything big like that for outside, because it will blow over or break and, like, completely piss me off that I spent that much money on something that broke. So yeah, that's that. Steven's being so loud right now because he's playing a game downstairs. But yeah, I will probably check in tomorrow. I am relieved for the day that we're done with that test for him now. So I will talk to you guys later. Why are you being silly? I want to show everybody your chair and how it's fallen apart in, like, a year. Hold on, move your leg for a sec. He does not pick at this, and this is just from sitting in it, and all the stuffing is falling out. This was a piece of crap from Walmart, and we picked a new one last night. I let him pick the color. It's recommended. The chair that I got is recommended for, like, fidgety kids and kids with autism and stuff, so I'm hoping he really likes it. He picked bright orange, which is, he's got a blue rug, everything else in here is red, and he picked a bright orange chair, but that's okay. We're gonna...
That's okay, Bad Dog Bart.
Who is Bad Dog Bart? I don't know who that is. So is that from your game you've been playing? The Toka game?
It's not available because of this.
Big... What is it again? Bad Dog what?
Bart.
Bad Dog Bart.
Block them.
Okay. For now, I'm just being boring, so I'm going to end the vlog for today. I was able to get from Target that little witch mug, the figural witch mug that I wanted to get for my grandma, so as soon as I see her again, I'll be able to give her that. I'll stick in a picture of it because it's so cute. They had a little ghost one too. They have so much cute stuff this year, but like they have a lot of cute mugs this year too. I have no more room for mugs in my my kitchen cabinet. I should go through and like get rid of some, but I don't have a lot of cutesy ones like that because a lot of the time you can't even drink out of them, so because just the way the lip of it is, like the witch one is not very drinkable because like the rim of her hat, I think it's the rim of her hat, something sticks out too much so that if you go to drink out of it, it's going to be uncomfortable. But like a lot of those mugs that are shaped like stuff are just more for decorative purposes than anything. The vlog, like I've said, I don't know what is up with this phone, but like I think I'm recording and then it records like 15 seconds later, or it doesn't record at all. So it just started recording when I was already talking. I have to wash my hair today because it is, for some reason when I straighten it, it gets oily so much quicker. Like it doesn't really look it. I put some dry shampoo in it, and like the black dye that I used, that Revlon one, that's probably why it's so easy to get out of my hair, because it fades to this brown. It's not like true black, I guess. But anyway, I need to do my hair today. It's not like, it doesn't feel oily, but my head gets itchy in the back, and then that drives me nuts. So, totally forgot what I was saying because this thing got screwed up. Aiden's birthday is October 19th, so it's coming up, and I asked him what kind of cake he wants this year, and he wants a Toka Life cake. So like Toka Life, Toka World, they're games that he plays on his tablet, and they have a bajillion characters. So like I usually draw whatever he wants on his cake because I'm pretty decent at doing it, but there's so many characters and stuff. I think I found a place that makes like the edible pictures to put on the cakes, and I think I'm just gonna do that. But it's all weird sizes. Like they don't have any round ones. Like I usually make like a 9-inch round cake because there's not a ton of us. I usually give some to my grandma to take home, and like depending on how many people we see, I don't make a giant cake. So I think I'm just gonna get a pan for the like 11, it's not a sheet cake. I don't know all the technical sizes for cakes and stuff, but they have a size of the edible cake topper that's where was it? I think it's 10 by 14, which is kind of big, but oh, now where did I save it? I don't know if I saved the website or not, and I don't remember what the name of it was, but I can probably find it by Googling. Oh my goodness, I had it saved the other day. Here it is. Okay, it's still, I emailed it to myself. I do that a lot so I don't forget stuff that I'm looking at. Ediblecaketopper.com. That wouldn't have been hard to remember. Toka Life World. Happy birthday. No, I don't need like party decorations. I just want there it is. The edible image. So it's just got a bunch of the characters on it, and they can put happy birthday Aiden on it. But I should order it soon because like if I order it today, it says the estimated delivery is October 5th. So I don't want to push it too far out. 14 by 10 inch rectangle was the size I was thinking of going with, because I don't want like a full friggin' sheet cake. Full sheet, half sheet, quarter sheet. How big is a quarter sheet? 8 by 10.5. That might be better. But like I don't have a pan that size. I have the 9-inch round cake pans. I think I have 8-inch round cake pans, and then I have a big like friggin', I don't think it's a full sheet cake pan, but it's like a what I make my lasagna in. So I have to get one of those, what do you call it? One of those pans, which I think I found one for like $6 on Amazon, so that's not that bad. So I would need it by, technically need it by October 19th, but I'm gonna make his cake before then, so I mean, I guess I'll put it like the 14th. That way I can make it at the beginning of the week. So his birthday's on a Wednesday this year. And I have no idea what to get him. Like, he's usually easy to buy for, and it's kind of difficult this year because he's getting older. He's not into the same stuff anymore. Like, when he loved Trolls, God, it was so easy to shop for him because there was troll stuff everywhere. There still is troll stuff everywhere if you look for it, but he's more like, he really liked the new Buzz Lightyear movie, so I can look for some stuff like that, but it's mostly like board games and stuff that he's into lately, so I'm gonna find him some board games. God, this thing is gonna cost $26.99 just for the cake topper? It's gonna be an expensive ass birthday cake. And then $5.75 for shipping. Good lord, I might end up trying to find this someplace else. That's something I have to research now, or I'll just end up drawing one or two of the characters on it myself, because this is not, I don't think this is worth like $30 for what this is. I don't know. I'll see it. Maybe Etsy is usually good for this kind of stuff. I'll keep looking, but I just wanted to hop on and end the vlog now. I just got the groceries delivered. I did Walmart again this time because it worked out good last week. I've had issues with them in the past though, so it makes me nervous ordering from them, for grocery delivery anyway. I don't even know why I turned this on. I don't have a lot to talk about. I just figured I'd sit here and complain. I found these, this is a pajama shirt, and then I don't have the pants on because I have jeans on right now, but the pants that go with it were little spiders too. I got this from, where did I get them from? Old Navy last year. And they're really comfy, but like the pants, it drives me nuts when I wear pajama pants that want to ride up when I'm in bed. Like they ride up your leg. So I tend to wear like pajamas, either pajamas that are like tighter at the ankle or just straight leggings to bed because it's so much more comfortable. And it was chilly last night, and it's kind of chilly out today, so it's getting to be that perfect fall weather, and I'm so excited about it. It usually doesn't start until like at least into October, but we've had a couple cold days already. And then we got a thing saying that our the electric and the gas are going to be hiked up for the winter time, which they did it last year, but it wasn't as bad as what they're saying it's going to be this year. So that's making me nervous. I'm not going to want to ever turn on the damn heat. I don't know why everything has to be so expensive. Just everything sucks. Yeah, I'm going to go research that. I'm glad I looked at this while I was talking about this, because I have to figure out if I have to get this from this place or if someone on Etsy can like make one of these for me, because I don't have one of those printers that can print on edible icing and everything. I assume those are really expensive, but I wouldn't have a use for one other than making birthday cakes for people, so it's not something that I know. Like when Cricut first became a thing, the Cricut machines, they had a baking one that would like print out whatever on cake for cakes and stuff and cupcakes and everything, and they stopped making it. I think because it was expensive, but that's like such an awesome thing. I don't know why they stopped making it. I'm pretty sure it was more expensive than the regular machines, and you can still find them on eBay because that was how I came across it in the first place. But I just thought that was really cool to have a Cricut machine that makes edible stuff that you can put on. Like, if I could make edible things on my Cricut machine, that would be so cool for Halloween and stuff. I'd have like cupcakes with all different Halloween characters on them. But they don't make it anymore, so I'm sure other brands have stuff like that, but like I said, they're very expensive. So Yeah, I gotta figure out his birthday cake stuff, because before I know it, it's gonna be like the week of his birthday, and I'll be like rushing around trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. So I want to get that planned out now. But I'm going to end the vlog now today, and I will talk to you next week.